All right, so back to this thing about this, just the incredible stupidity that is being heaped on top of us. You know, there was a story yesterday that I didn't talk about because I wanted to confirm it. I got it kind of late. And it's the story about the FISA court and how they slammed Barack Obama's NSA for misusing their intelligence, basically, for routinely violating American privacy protections while scouring through overseas intercepts, okay? And this means that any time they caught on with Americans, they were unmasking people, and the FISA courts had rebuked the NSA about this before, and the NSA said, oh, yeah, well, we've already changed all that. And they hadn't changed anything. And now the FISA court came back and said, this is a serious Fourth Amendment violation. So here is a montage. This came out a couple of days ago. It's from Circa, a website called Circa. And here's a montage of the networks covering this story.
All right, move on. Nothing to see here. Please disperse. Nothing to see here, please.
But that was the way. They just didn't cover it. They just did not cover it. New York Times didn't cover it. And the reason it's important, of course, is because this is one of the things that the Trump administration has charged Obama with, is misusing this intelligence. Now we know they were doing it. Rand Paul says this is, listen to how bad Rand Paul says this is.
I've been concerned about this for a long time and realize this is not just a few people. You think it's only people that are calling a foreign leader or a foreign person that are being picked up? If you mention a foreign person in your conversation or in your email, so if anybody mentions the name Assad in an email, it's being gathered up. And so it isn't just communications with Assad, it's communications about Assad. So we're talking about millions and millions of phone calls and emails that are being gathered up and then being searched with no sort of control over the privacy of the American. Sure. We call this a backdoor way to sort of get at Americans' privacy without using a warrant, and I think it's a terrible program.
So what's the story? I mean, this is a bombshell story. It's a big story. I know the story has been out before, but the fact that FISA came back and rapped their knuckles saying they hadn't done anything about it is a big story. And the New York Times headline is, top Russian officials discussed how to influence Trump aides last summer. Who cares? I mean, that's a story. That is a news story, but they don't have any evidence that they actually did it, that anybody actually colluded with them, anything like that. It is just to keep this story going while Trump is having such a success overseas. And it is this kind of overwhelming stupid. And, you know, I'll get back to this again in regards to Manchester, but I want